This time I had a chance to step back, and everybody keeps saying, they changing up stuff. No, we ain't changed up anything. It's the same thing we always do. You know?
And when I lost him, I was hurt, because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father.
In a recent interview, Calvin Ford talked about leaving Gervonta Tank Davis's training team after Tank fired him. Ford said he wants Davis to keep improving and needs a trainer who can push him to be better. However, Ford was also upset about the way Tank treated him, especially after the heated Lamont Roach fight.
Best for him. I'm hoping that he do what I need him to do. You know what I'm saying? You see how I asked him, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody that's going to really push Tank so I can see different levels of it. This time I had a chance to step back, and everybody keeps saying, they changing up stuff. No, we ain't changed up anything. It's the same thing we always do. You know?
Going into the training camp, how was it? Or you said yes, you stepped back a little bit. Well, how was it? Splitting the time. How's it going to be splitting the time to
no, this
Saturday
night? We do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I gotta do is speak. Then take out history since he was a kid. When I stepped in the gym, B said, "Yo, I'm glad you here now." He watched him. He said, "Boom," and I see the light in Tank. I just can't wait to see all of that come together. Fight night.
How's going back to being in the corner? How do you see Gervonta right now? Just being in camp, because at first when we talked to him in the press conference, he was very open about retiring and he was done. And now he said that
y'all have to understand. He a young man. He have a family. He want to do something. Enjoy something. Don't take some time out. I took a little bit of time out. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes. Get you back on that.
During an important moment in Tank Davis's fight, a surprising exchange with his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford, caught attention. As Ford tried to wipe Davis's sweat and give instructions, Davis suddenly cut him off, saying, "You got to stop and listen to me." This rare moment of frustration from Davis toward Ford hinted at a bigger problem, possibly a breakdown in communication between them. And Ford weren't just trainer and fighter. They had a deep personal bond. Davis once said Ford could tell exactly when he was about to knock out an opponent. Their relationship was built on trust, experience, and an unspoken understanding. For years, this partnership helped Davis become one of boxing's most dangerous fighters. But recent tensions showed that something had changed.
Matter of fact, before they stopped it, I said every time I stop somebody, I call it out.
Every time he come in the corner and talk to him, I said, "Yo, what you doing?" He'll look this way, he'll look this way. He's about to stop.
Can I start touching them more and more? When they gonna give him the credit for one of the smartest boxers.
that was a beautiful boxing display. You know what I mean?
Smart.
That's what I call. You wasn't looking for the knockout, but you was placing this shit. Yeah, he already seen it.
He said, "I can't
That's
get
the
hit."
difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, "Yo, Tank can't." Every fight, Tank come and tell me, "I'm going to knock him out."
Yeah.
He'll tell me, "I'm going to knock him out."
What's up? It's your boy Gervonta Davis. Make sure y'all like and subscribe on the Rise Podcast.
Reports emerged months ago that Davis and Ford had split professionally. Ford admitted the situation was emotionally difficult, saying, "People don't understand my pain, my beliefs, and my feelings, but I do." Davis, however, seemed to have a different mindset. He hinted at wanting a fresh start, saying, "The fewer people you chill with, the fewer problems you have." While he didn't confirm the split directly, his words suggested he was moving on, possibly without Ford.
Tank don't fuck with Coach Cal.
Talk about the chin.
When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like he always do, and Tank just brushed him off like, "Fuck out of here, nigga." Whoop, excuse me. Fuck out of here, nigga. You see? Tight.
Calvin Ford had been training Davis since he was 7 years old. Their bond was more than just boxing. It was about mentorship, family, and life. When Davis started to pull away, Ford admitted it hurt him deeply. Losing Davis as a fighter felt like losing family. After dedicating so much time and effort to his growth, watching him move on was undoubtedly painful.
Tank was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son, my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that, that's...
It's still...
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. Rest is history.
Damn, I got goosebumps low key. That's gotta...
Ford was not involved in training Davis for his fight against Lamont Roach Jr., which quickly sparked rumors of a rift between them. Later, Ford explained that he had been focusing on training amateur boxers, something he is passionate about.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out.
You guys calm down. Listen to me.
Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people were saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so... It's something we gotta work on in the corner, for sure.
This situation has left fans wondering about the future of Davis and Ford's relationship, both inside and outside the ring.
That little break in between you guys not being, was there like kind of like a family fondness where?
No, he came to see me. Dad, slow down and worrying about you because, boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me, both of y'all know me very well.
Yeah.
Don't I spend time with my amateurs?
Yeah.
All the time. That's my peace. And he know when I go spend time with my peace, I'm going through things. You know what I'm saying? When he was there, at least I know where he was at. Because it was something that we didn't do. It was something that we normally do. Y'all with me? And it was good for us, to tell you the truth, because when I stepped back in the head biggest gym and I haven't been there, it brought back so much memories. When we first started off, and him seeing all us working together, he was happy. And at the end of the day, what it's about, the fight.
Whether this split is permanent or just a rough patch, only time will tell. One thing is certain, both men have played a huge role in each other's journeys. For more updates on boxing and the latest news, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Boxing Glove Fire.